and gentlemen, shh, and welcome to Chabad of the Kineos Gala Banquet 2024. Titled Chazak ve'amatz, honoring Lawrence and Debbie Michelson, presenting the Young Leadership Award to Brian and Samantha Molinar, and featuring the Moshav Band in concert with a special guest performance by the legendary Tony Orlando. We are honored to be joined this evening by many esteemed dignitaries, among them a prominent delegation of leaders of the city of Agoura Hills, including Mayor Elise Buckley-Weber, Mayor Pro Tem Penny Sylvester, Councilmember Chris Anstead, City Manager Nate Hamburger, City Clerk Kimberly Rodriguez, Planning Director Denise Thomas, and Board President of the Las Virgenes Water District, Jay Lewitt. We'd like to ask the aforementioned leaders to please rise and be recognized. Libi b'mizrach v'anochi b'sof marav. My heart is in the east, and I am at the edge of the west. These words were penned by Rabbi Yehuda Halevi, the famed Hebrew poet, Torah scholar, and philosopher, who lived most of his life in Spain in the early 12th century. Powerful in its poignancy and simplicity, the poem goes on to express the profound yearning of the Jewish soul to connect to its spiritual center, Eretz Yisrael, the Holy Land of Israel. Tonight, though physically situated in the city of Westlake Village, California, on the west coast of the United States of America, we declare Libeinu b'mizrach, our hearts are in the east. For spiritually, we are joined at the heart with our brothers and sisters in Israel who remain under constant attack by those seeking to inflict yet further pain, death, and destruction, hever forfend. On that note, we'd like to begin our program with a moment of prayer. In the aftermath of the IDF's daring, miraculous, and thank God successful mission to rescue 4 of our hostages, let us pray for all the remaining hostages to likewise be returned home safely into the arms of their long-suffering loved ones, and immediately at that. Let us pray for all the brave fighters of the Tzahal, that their mission of rooting out and defeating the forces of evil be completed in swift and decisive fashion. Let us pray for all the residents of northern and southern Israel who have been displaced from their homes due to the incessant bombings and hostilities, that they be allowed back to return home without cause for further fear or concern. Let us send our love and prayers to all who have lost loved ones during the massacres of October 7th or on the field of battle in the trying months thereafter, that they be comforted and strengthened amongst all the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. Finally, let us pray that every Jew in Israel and throughout the world be fortified by the spirit of Chazak ve'amatz, the strength, courage, and resolve to proclaim proudly and unapologetically that Eretz Yisrael is the indisputable and irrevocable heritage of Am Yisrael. Notwithstanding the many lies and distortions out there, the fact is that there is no land on earth that has been as deeply and foundationally associated with one people for as long as Israel has been associated with the Jewish people. None. Throughout the millennia, no matter which empire or force sought to conquer or crush the one true indigenous people of Israel, the land has always been and will always be the legacy of the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Libi b'mizrach means that Israel is not just a piece of geography on the other side of the world. It is the heart and soul of who we are. This is the perspective that the spiritual leader of our generation, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, consistently sought to impart to world Jewry. Although the Rebbe's focus was not on politics, but on the spiritual dynamics of Eretz Yisrael and the safety and security of our people, his advice and blessings were constantly sought by Israel's leaders, from prime ministers to military commanders. The Rebbe exhorted those individuals and all of us to recognize and appreciate the repossession of Artseinu HaKadosha for the divine gift that it is, so that we don't forfeit its blessings due to a lack of faith or self-respect, God forbid. For only in that manner can we rest assured that Hashem oz li'amo yitain, Hashem yivarech et amo b'shalom. God will give strength unto his nation. God will bless his nation with peace. Amen, Kein Yehi Ratzon. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rebbe and Israel.
Sie wird angerufen, Eretz HaKodesh, auf alle Leile Schenis und durch alle Völker. Der Eibischter hat gegeben, Keach jeder Rieden, als Hachonis zu Matten Teira. Die hatten Tili, Mamleches Kenim, Vegei Kodesh, in der Schein reingestellt und das wird der Ätzel von jeder Rieden. Als ist Gei Kodesh, nicht guckendig, wie fühlt sich auf Bepeir, in das mehr nicht an das wenigste Sache, eben dass nicht Massim zu sein Pnimis.
Rabbi Schneerson is a great man in Israel. All of us respect him. All of us accept his judgment. He is a great lover of the house of Israel. He has shown his deep sentiment and love for our children.
Well, the first impression that I remember is the eyes of the rabbi. Blue, penetrating eyes that express wisdom, awareness, and deep penetration. This I remember more than anything else. It's a different sphere, I would say. It's more philosophical, spiritual, related mainly to the core of the existence of the Jewish people.
He said, you're going to this house of darkness, the UN, which was very, very unfriendly to Israel at the time. He said, even in the greatest darkness, if you light a candle, it spreads a great light that can be seen from afar. And of course, he said to remember what I represent, who I represent, to stand firmly and proudly for Israel and the Jewish people. It was a very concise explanation of the thing that was the most important. This was far more important than diplomacy, was far more important than politics. It was the essence of things. And the Rebbe could get to the essence of things that were important for the Jewish people.
הרבי עמד על עמידה תקיפה נגד העיראקים ונגד כל שונאי ישראל, והוא אמר שאם אנחנו נעמוד חזק ואם אנחנו נביא לכאן הרבה יהודים, לא יקרה לנו שום דבר רע. ואכן כך היה. הרבי נתן אמונה רבה לחלק גדול של עם ישראל, באמונה ובעמידה חזקה למען ארץ ישראל.
מוכרח בשביל טבעס כל העולם, כאילו ארצות הברית, שצריך להיות ארץ ישראל חזקה בשביל שלא להניח הספשטות של סוריה ושל ההרים באיראן וכיוצא בזה, שהם נגד ארצות הברית לא פחות מאשר ארץ ישראל ולא עוד יותר. Das Eres, was gemacht geworden, a Bris Elo, zwischen dem Ebersten mit Avrohomen und Zare Achrov Adelo. A das Lezaracho, na Sate es Oretz Azeit. Yerushalayim war das der heilige Stadt und der Hauptstadt von ganz Eretz Israel und von jeder Rieden, wo nur gefindt sich. I hoter a chelik in Yerushalayim venosati sholim boretz u schafte veheim machri. Das ist Arzechem, das ist euer Land, unser Land. Bis Arzef kol haderich. Und weil der Eibischer hat das angerufen, Palterin shel Melech, das ist sein Palast. Jeder von uns und jeder Ried von allen Deris ist ein Balabos. Auf jeder Inch, auf jeder Chelik von Eretz Israel. Wo der Eibischer hat das ihm abgegeben mit Nachlass Selam. Was Abbas Israel, wo das bringt zu Ardes Israel Hamitis, bringt Teche zu Abbas Eretz Israel und zu Ardus und Schlemus von Eretz Israel. Kehlel, der alle Stoche, wo der Eibischer hat gegeben in der Neffen von Nissim Glui und Scholem zwischen Aiden mit Aiden und Scholem Baelam Kule, warum sie dort der Rike, wenn er sagte Scholem Baores und Binoreinu, Biskeneinu, Bibaneinu, Bibnesenu, wird kein nicht bleiben in Goles und der Arlecher Neres ziehen und bin Heira Biameinu Mamosh Lechaim.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to lead us in songs of yearning and prayer, culminating in a song of triumph, proclaiming Israel's faith and resilience. Fresh off the release of their 9th album, please put your hands together and welcome directly from the Holy Land, Yehuda Solomon, David Swirsky, and the distinctive sounds and stylings of the Moshav Band.
שעמדה לאבותינו, והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו, שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, עמד עלינו לכלותנו, והיא שעמדה והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו, שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, עמד עלינו לכלותנו, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו. שעמדה לאבותינו, והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו, שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, עמד עלינו לכלותנו, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו מידם, והקדוש ברוך הוא יצילנו, יצילנו מידם. Thank you so much. Toda Rabba. Such an honor to be part of such a beautiful evening in solidarity of our homeland of Israel. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל. Sing with us. שיר למעלות, אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי, עזרי מעם אשר עושה שמיים וארץ. אל יתן לעמוד רגליך, אל ינום שומרך, הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל. השם שומרך, השם צילך על יד ימינך. יומם השמש לא יככה וירח בלילה. השם ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך. השם ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם. עם ישראל חי, אם לא נשכח תמיד להיות מאוחדים. עם ישראל חי, בעליות בירידות, גם בשעות הכי קשות. הקדוש ברוך הוא שומר עלינו, אז מי יכול עלינו? נתן לנו עוד מדינה, תעשה שלום בינינו, שמור על ילדינו. Toda rabba. Thank you. We'll be back for more music later on. Thank you.
Thank you, Yehuda, David, and the very talented Moshav band.
הלב שלי נקרא לשניים, מה שלא ראתה שפחה למים, כמו סופה מן הים עולם, כמו תופעה של מרים פועם, ואין תרופה בעולם. הלב שלי מרים ידיים, כבר מועד לא עומד על הרגליים, שבר כלי שאין בו כבר מה, והשמיים הם לי חומה, חבור בתוך הים ביבשה, ורק אתה יכול להפוך מספדי למחול, לזכך את החול, לרכך בי הכל, ורק אתה.
Hi, shalom everyone. My name is Rabbi Menachem Kutner, and I'm standing now in the Levinstein rehabilitation. And I met a lot of the wounded soldiers who were fighting in Gaza against the terrorists, and he get injured, and now he get the old treatment, and we coming from Chabad to give him present, to give him help, to give him everything what he need, our love. So I want to say thank you very much to you, to the all your community in Agora Hills, to Rabbi Moshe Brisky, because your help we can do our work. So I want to say thank you very much to the whole community.
Oy Acheinu Kol Yisroel Acheinu Kol Yisroel Asurim Atzara Christina Go with them. Put my hands on them. I'm here with Rabbi Prism from Chabad of Sderot, and our community has been helping their community. Rabbi Prism, you want to say something?
I want to say thank you for the Rabbi Brisky and your community in Chabad of Guri Hills. Thank you very much for the help, the people in Sderot who supported this situation. It's a very bad situation, and your help is possible to help a lot of family. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Am Israel Chai.
Israel chai, Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel chai. Od Avinu chai, Od Avinu chai, Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu chai. Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel chai. Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu chai. Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel chai.
Am Israel Chai, thank you from Agora Hills. Israel Chai, thank you Bet Chabad, Agora Hills. Thank you, Agora Hills.
I'm Noi, and I just want to say thank you for all of your support. We're here to protect you. We're here to fight for you, and we will win, and we'll keep you safe. I love you very much. Am Israel Chai.
Thank you for Chabad of Agora Hills.
Thank you very much, Chabad of Agora Hills. Israel betach bashem ezram umaginam ho.
out my symphony, play with me, look into my eyes and see. People walk away but never say goodbye. Someone stole the moon tonight, took my light. Everything is black and white. Who's the fool who told you boys don't cry? Hours and powers. Life is no game, but it's ours. While the time goes wild, every day I'm losing my mind, holding on in this mysterious ride, dancing in the storm. I got nothing to hide. Take it out and leave the world behind. Baby, promise me you'll hold me again. I'm still broken from this hurricane, this hurricane. Living in a fantasy, ecstasy. Everything is meant to be. We shall pass, but love will never die. Hours and powers. Life is no game, but it's ours. Why? The time goes wild. Every day I'm losing my mind, holding on in this mysterious ride, dancing in the storm. I got nothing to hide. Take it out and leave the world behind. Baby, promise me you'll hold me again. I'm still broken from this hurricane, this hurricane. רק תפילות, אפילו אם קשה לראות, תמיד אתה משאיר לי אור אחד קטן.
Good evening. My name is Rabbi Moshe Brisky, and on behalf of all the rabbis, rebbitzins, and staff of Chabad of the Kaneo, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight and for extending your generous support for the work being done at our 9 centers to strengthen Jewish identity and continuity throughout this entire region and beyond. My friends, as the son of a Holocaust survivor, I feel profoundly fortunate and grateful to have been born in the United States of America, where I've been living as a proud Jew for more than 60 years now. Yet I think I speak for everyone in this room when I express how disheartening and disillusioning it has been to see the many despicable manifestations of blatant anti-Semitism on full display in public squares and on college campuses, in political circles and diplomatic arenas, in mainstream media outlets and on social media platforms ever since the savage massacres of the 7th of October. I don't know that this country has ever seen anything quite like this. I don't know that the world has seen anything like this since the 1930s, when Hitler and the Nazis, Yamach Shemam, started becoming more brazen with their ugly rhetoric and evil actions in Germany and Austria before spreading it all across Europe. At the same time, I have been incredibly heartened and uplifted by the way so much of American Jewry in general, and this community in particular, has been responding to these hateful outbursts against Israel and the Jewish people. You see, this time we are not hiding. Unlike the 1930s and 40s, we are not cowering in fear. We are stepping up courageously and resolutely to defend that which is right and true. We are fighting back, not on their terms, but ours. Not in their way, but our way. Instead of descending into their misery, their darkness and hate, we are focused on disseminating joy, spreading light, and sharing love. Locally, over these past 8 months, we at Chabad of the Kaneo have been kicking things into high gear, bolstering all of our existing outreach and educational programs while launching many new ones. In classes and lectures and workshops and women's groups and men's clubs and Hebrew schools, in youth programs and Shabbat dinners and holiday programs, mitzvah projects, social services, Yiddishkeit, Judaism coming to life like never before. People who have never shown up before are showing up now and getting involved on all different levels. People who have participated only sporadically in the past are now doing so more consistently and with greater intensity. Indeed, something powerful is taking root. The message has been getting out there loudly and clearly. Chazak v'yamatz. This is a time for renewed courage, strength, and resolve. A time for a heightened engagement with our Jewish community, with our identity, and with our destiny. Since October 7th, I've been to Israel twice. While there, I spent a great deal of time with those who were wounded, who lost loved ones on that fateful day, or in the battle of the days thereafter. I visited with the families of the hostages, with the soldiers at their bases, and with the refugees from north and south who have been driven from their homes since the atrocities and bombardments began. Following those trips, I have often found myself reflecting on a very consequential exchange we read about in the book of Esther on the holiday of Purim. A conversation between Mordechai, the leader of the ancient Persian Jewish community, and his cousin, Queen Esther. Back then, like today, there was an enemy determined to obliterate the Jewish people from existence. Mordechai implores Esther to intercede with the king on behalf of her people, notwithstanding the tremendous risks involved. He says to her, "Do not think within your soul that you will be able to escape in the king's palace any more than the rest of the Jews." In other words, do not allow the false sense of security you enjoy in the palace to lull you into complacency, because when they come for the Jews, they will come for all of us. This admonition echoes beyond the confines of ancient Persia. It speaks to us today. It is a stark reminder that as we watch the war in Israel unfold from thousands of miles away within the perceived safety of the palace, that is America, we are not necessarily safer here than our brothers and sisters who live closer to the danger. Let us be clear. Iran and Hamas and Hezbollah and their ilk are not just waging war against Israel. They are waging war against the Jewish people, against who we are, against what we stand for. It is a war against all of us. And Israel is not just fighting to protect those who live in the geographic borders of the country. They are fighting for all of us. In fact, many of the soldiers I met with told me exactly that. They are risking their lives to ensure that Am Yisrael all over the world can proudly identify as Jews without any fear. My friends, as the threats facing our people transcend borders, they demand a pronounced and unified response from each and every one of us. Amidst all the chaos, uncertainty that is out there, we are each compelled to stand as a testament to the resilience of our people. We must not yield to the allure of passivity in the face of injustice or conformity in the face of aggression. Like the brave and mighty heroes of the IDF, we must demonstrate that never again is not just a slogan, but a very real physical and spiritual imperative for each and every single one of us. As Mordechai goes on to tell Esther, if you don't rise to the occasion, relief and deliverance will come from another place. Ultimately, God will find a way to save us. The end of the story will be one of victory for the Jewish people. Of that, there is no doubt. The only question is, where do you, Esther, choose to place yourself in the larger story? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the question being asked of each and every one of us at this critical moment in our history. What role will you play in the larger story? Are you content to remain a concerned but passive consumer of the news, or do you have the courage to be among those who dare to impact and change the news? What are you doing to proudly and publicly demonstrate your Jewishness and stand up for your people? What are you doing to combat anti-Semitism and the vilification of Israel? Do not underestimate the difference of a single positive action, whether it's lobbying your congressional leader, posting online, going on a solidarity mission to Israel, or taking on a new mitzvah to express your Jewish pride. Everything matters. Every action taken for the benefit of Israel and for the strengthening of our own Jewish community adds to the narrative of that larger story. Now, it is true that in recent months we were starting to see some cracks in that solid wall of unity and solidarity that had characterized the state of our nation in the days right after October 7th. Gut-wrenching issues of mounting casualties and prolonged captivities can do that. But then came the 8th of June, and Operation Summer Seeds, later renamed Operation Amnon, in which Israeli intelligence and counterterrorism units coordinated with top commando forces to pull off one of the most complex hostage rescue missions ever. In the words of a spokesman for the IDF, this was bravery on the level of Judah the Maccabee. The lives of 4 hostages were miraculously saved. And as word of the successful operation got out, and images of the hostages' tearful reunions with family members flashed across the TV and telephone screens, the entire country erupted in unbridled joy and celebration. At the beaches, on airplanes, in synagogues, in shopping centers, on street corners, everyone applauded wildly, singing and dancing and laughing and crying and hugging each other in sheer euphoria. So lest the passionate protests and differences of opinion deceive us into thinking otherwise, Am Yisrael is one family. Dysfunctional and disagreeable at times, yes, but ultimately connected at the core. In the depths of our souls, we all know who and what we are to each other. We are one family. That is why what we're doing here tonight, in supporting the work of building and growing prouder, stronger, more vibrant Jewish communities for this and future generations, is so important. It is our bold and unwavering resolution and declaration of Chazak v'yamatz, that we rise together at this moment with strength and with courage and with resolve to secure the preservation of our Jewish family. Am Yisrael Chai, now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the video screens for some lively snapshots of the activity and vitality being made possible by your support.
בקרוב תזרח השמש, נדע ימים יפים מאלה, הלב נלחם בדאגות. כולם יחזרו הביתה, נחכה להם למטה, הלוואי נדע בשורות טובות. כי עם הנצח לעולם לא מפחד, אפילו כשקשה לראות. כולם ביחד, אף אחד פה לא בודד, שישרפו המלחמות. עם ישראל חי, אם לא נשכח תמיד להיות מאוחדים. עם ישראל חי, בעליות בירידות, גם בשעות הכי קשות. הקדוש ברוך הוא שומר עלינו, אז מי יכול עלינו? כי אין לנו עוד מדינה. תעשה שלום בינינו, שמור על ילדינו, כי לא אבדה האמונה. עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. עם ישראל חי. אור ארצי נחלתנו, לא תיפול כעת רוחנו, מסביב ברזל של חרבות. ויונה תפרוס כנפיים, התקווה בת שנות 2000, עוד נצא לשיר ברחובות. כי עם הנצח לעולם לא מפחד, אפילו כשקשה לראות. כולם ביחד, אף אחד פה לא בודד, שישרפו המלחמות. עם ישראל חי, אם לא נשכח תמיד להיות מאוחדים. עם ישראל חי, בעליות בירידות, גם בשעות הכי קשות. הקדוש ברוך הוא שומר עלינו, אז מי יכול עלינו? כי אין לנו עוד מדינה.
When you survive a life-threatening situation, the likes of which I did that night on the 101 freeway, it lends itself to some deep soul-searching reflection and introspection. Indeed, my main takeaway from the events of September 1st is that incremental steps and measured growth will no longer do. It's time for quantum leaps forward, for exponential growth. This is a beautiful community, being served by an exceptional organization. It doesn't take any great stretch for us to imagine what Chabad at the Caneo might do with more facilities and larger quarters. Our track record speaks for itself. So let's put our vision into focus. Let's make it happen. Let's build for the future. Bonus time. My, how time flies. It's hard to believe it's been an entire year since I issued that challenge to myself and to the community at large. So what came of it? Well, let me tell you a little story. Back in 1995, when Chabad was lucky to find a freestanding building in Agora Hills available for sale and perfectly suited to our needs at the time, we grabbed it. The purchase of 30345 Canwood Street, however, came with a major drawback. Yes, we would be owning the building, but not the land upon which it was sitting. That was to remain the property of a nice elderly widow named Muriel Harrington, who seemed pretty attached to the land and its ground lease. Even so, we remained hopeful that Miss Harrington might one day be open to selling us the land so that Chabad could have complete ownership of its facility. In fact, every year I would reach out to my femme Muriel to see if there was perhaps a change of heart, but there never was. In the meantime, we acquired the empty lot backing up to 30345 Canwood, the parcel upon which in 2012 we constructed the renowned Center for Jewish Life. So we now had ourselves a nice campus, a synagogue building in the front, and a state-of-the-art educational facility in the back. With each year passing, as the community would grow in leaps and bounds and attendance for lectures and Shabbat and holiday services at Chabad on Canwood would far exceed the front facility's capacity, it would become all the more imperative for us to embark upon phase 2 of our vision for the campus, the build-out of a more elaborate and spacious sanctuary for the community. But it would obviously make no sense to expand or build on that land that didn't belong to us. So we remained at a stalemate. When Miss Harrington was entering the twilight of her life, her eldest daughter, who was then managing her mother's affairs, reached out to me. She told me that she and her sister were well aware of our interest in purchasing the land and that she wanted to see Chabad flourish and grow. But still, out of respect for her mother, things would have to remain the way they were for the time being. When her mom would pass, then we would get together and work something out. Muriel Harrington, may she rest in peace, lived until the ripe old age of 99, just 1 month shy of her 100th birthday. Following her passing in 2021, I allowed a respectful amount of time to elapse before seeking to follow up with the daughter on the conversation we had years before about the family being open to a sale after the matriarch's passing. To my chagrin, she got back to me and said that the family discussed it and decided not to sell after all. And we were back to square one. Then came last year's banquet, during which I declared the rest of my life to be bonus time in the wake of my having survived the near-fatal accident. Having laid down the marker, challenging everyone to think outside the box, to visualize exponential growth and be prepared to act boldly and putting that growth into action, I decided to follow my own charge. I would revisit the issue with the Harrington sisters with a whole new mindset and approach, one in which failure was simply not an option. I wrote them a series of letters explaining the new reality of bonus time, that I was now a man on a mission, We got various real estate professionals involved, each of whom repeatedly made the case to the family that selling the property to Chabad at this time would be a win-win for both parties. To make a long story short, after months of intense discussions and negotiations, we had a deal. We went to contract, and escrow was open. Amazing. Awesome. We finally had in hand what we had been praying for almost 30 years. And now the calendar was marching along towards the date on which escrow was to close, and the land would be ours. It was all so exciting and exhilarating, except for one small problem. We needed nearly $1 million in which to close the deal, and quickly at that. We got what we wanted. Now, how do we close this thing? Be careful what you wish for, huh? So my colleagues and I immediately proceeded to reach out to some very dear and close friends in the community, asking them to help us seize upon this long sought-after opportunity. One after another, 7 special couples, true visionaries and pioneers, jumped on board and said, "Count us in." And lo and behold, on March 13th, 2024, escrow historically closed, and Chabad of the Keneo has attained complete and full ownership of the property at 30345 Canwood Street. Mazel tov, mazel tov. At this time, I'd like to publicly recognize those 7 pioneering couples, except for one who asked to remain anonymous. Tom and Talia Block, Dr. Michael and Robin Feynman, Steve and Sheila Fenster, Dr. Zal and Tracy Krieger, Lawrence and Deborah Michelson, and Sam and Gina Sosher. Yasher Koach, dear pioneers, for your timely and visionary acts of benevolence. Okay, so I know what you're all thinking right now. So where do we go from here? Now that we finally own that land, what will we do with it? I knew you would ask. So I came prepared. In recent months, we had several meetings with the prestigious PK architectural firm, along with Mr. Martin Teitelbaum of MTC Construction, asking them to help us formulate a vision of what could be possible at this site. And they came back to us with something quite spectacular. A truly exquisite, if not magnificent vision of a new sanctuary building, complete with the necessary auxiliary rooms and study halls as a springboard for history, a history-making project. It is now my pleasure to share with you some of those masterful sketches and vividly imagined renditions of the Beis Menachem Chabad Center for the Ages. Ladies and gentlemen, please feast your eyes on Chabad of the Keneo's Windows to the Future. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the seeds of a dream, the windows through which we can see an even brighter future, the early makings of a campaign to complete the Chabad Jewish Community Campus with the construction of a beautiful new sanctuary, a regal house of prayer and Torah study befitting the needs of this community and the times we're living in. This is not just my dream. This is your dream, and yours, and yours, and yours too. It is our gift to Am Yisrael today. It is our gift to the next generation of tomorrow. It is a place Jews of all ages and from all walks of life will flock to for a deeper sense of meaning and belonging and connection. A place everyone will feel proud to call home. Now that we've purchased the land to lay the groundwork for it, we invite you to dream along with us. We invite you to come on board as a pioneer at the ground floor level to help us transform the dream into a dynamic reality. Rather than wait for us to call on you, take the initiative and reach out to us. On the back side of the program card placed at your table setting, you will see a web address established for this historic campaign, windowstothefuture.org. Take the card home with you and visit it later tonight or tomorrow or the day after. Let us know that you would like to get together to discuss the project in greater detail and how you can play an important role in making it happen. As the campaign unfolds, there will be various dedication opportunities through which you will be able to make that sacred new edifice a centerpiece of your family's enduring legacy. Whether you choose to dedicate the entire campus, the sanctuary, an entire wing, a hallowed room, the ark, the bima, or any other of the consecrated furnishings or fixtures within the sanctuary, spiritual merit and blessing favors those who act with alacrity and fortitude in making our world more conducive to goodness and godliness. My friends, history beckons. Challenging times call for actions equal to the moment. They call for each of us to get involved to our utmost capability and beyond. Never in most of our lifetimes have the challenges to our nation been greater. Chazak v'amatz, let us build that glorious new center of Jewish pride and celebration. Chazak v'amatz, let us build it with strength, courage, and resolve. Chazak v'amatz, let us build it together, and let us build it soon. Thank you, and God bless you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome two of our community's greatest assets, propelling Chabad of the Keneo towards a dynamic and promising future, Rabbi Label and Chanesteri Kahanov.
Good evening. A Jewish community is only as strong and enduring as its ability to transmit its values and priorities to the next generation. A Chabad community is only as vital and vibrant as its ability to attract new people from all walks of life, enabling them to feel welcome and at home. By those metrics, Brian and Samantha Molinar are the ultimate exemplars of a strong and vibrant Chabad community in the Keneo Valley. Samantha and I grew up across the street from each other. As kids, we played together at shul. As teenagers, we traveled together on Chabad's mission to Israel. But it's when we became parents that we bonded in a much deeper way. Samantha's daughter Olivia attended our Mommy and Me program, her son Jack attended the Gan, and baby Leo has recently begun attending Mommy and Me as well. Samantha and I are constantly comparing parenting notes. Though a family therapist and parent coach by profession, I think that it is the way Samantha interacts with her own children that is most instructive of all. Always smiling and displaying incredible love, patience, and thoughtfulness. Sam is what I call a mom's mom. No wonder so many other young moms are constantly seeking her out for her wisdom and support. Samantha loves to help people, especially those who are struggling in any way that she can. Seeing the Molinar children come to Shul every Shabbat with their father and grandfather, and seeing the steady strides Samantha and Brian have taken in their Judaism, including making the huge commitment and sacrifice of sending Olivia and Jack to full-time Jewish day schools, is beyond heartwarming. Seeing what began with Samantha's parents, Tom and Talia Block, getting involved with Chabad, now being carried forth by their children and grandchildren, is an uplifting illustration of the spirit of Midor Lidor, the transmission of Jewish values and priorities from generation to generation. It is the ethic that lends the greatest strength and vitality, hope and promise to our community, today, tomorrow, and for all time to come.
Mikol Milamdai Hiskalti, from all of my teachers I have learned a great deal. Umitalmidai Yoser Mikulam, but from my students I have learned far more. So said the Talmudic sage, Rabbi Hanina. Over the years, I have seen the truth of this axiom play out in many ways, but never more so than in my friendship with Brian Molinar. Having had little, if any, Jewish education in his younger years, Brian's profound sense of curiosity, his deep and sharp mind, and his genuine thirst for knowledge and meaning have set in motion a remarkable journey of spiritual discovery and growth for him and his family. Add to that an incredibly pleasant demeanor, an unrelenting work ethic, a fun-loving personality, a down-to-earth sense of humor, and what you have is a well-balanced person. Everyone thoroughly enjoys being around. He is what we like to call a real mensch. And it's what paved the way for Brian's success as a financial advisor with Atlas, and it's what has made him and Samantha one of the great assets of our community. Whatever the event or project at hand, the Molinars don't just get involved, they go out of their way to get others involved. Whether it be a Lag BaOmer barbecue, a Purim carnival, Sukkot festival, Shabbat dinner, father or son camping trip, or even a Cholent cook-off, they are constantly inviting and encouraging other families to share in the warmth and richness of our Jewish community. They have become friends and role models to so many, and it's why we often refer to them as Chabad's ambassadors, or even shluchim in training. And it's why they are so deserving of tonight's coveted Young Leadership Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the video screen for a tribute to a special couple, Brian and Samantha Molinar.
Tonight, we celebrate the extraordinary individuals Brian and Samantha Molinar, who exemplify the spirit of young leadership. As dedicated parents and role models, their unwavering commitment and boundless energy have made a profound impact on our community.
Just good vibes, baby.
Brian is the kind of guy that you walk into a room full of people, you see Brian, you share a moment with him, and it's over. He comes down to your level, and you feel completely comfortable to be yourself.
The type of person who always raises her hand for anything. Anyone ever who needs help, any events that the shul wants to put together, she's the first to raise her hand.
They're mentors. They are people that exuberate what warmth is and what it encompasses as a whole.
Being a professional when it comes to helping people through issues just makes her so good at just what she does, and she genuinely cares about everyone.
Their friendship and their closeness kind of is a yin and a yang.
Introduced me to this person, to that person, to everyone. Made me feel at ease, made me feel comfortable. He's somebody that's bringing the young community together, and it was nice. I got to meet different young Jewish guys.
My dad is kind of the first in his family to start adopting Judaism and being observant.
Ever since Samantha was a little girl, whenever she walked into a room, the whole room lit up.
Grew up in the Gora Oak Park, and she went to a Jewish day school. Was very involved in Chabad.
Very outgoing and social, and she liked school. She liked friends. She always had a lot of friends.
Kind of protective over me as well, and such a smart girl.
Brian was always very smart, very analytical, always asking questions about everything. He even would do his older sister's homework and help her, and he just was very quick with everything.
I know Brian was really seeking this kind of next level of family and meaningfulness. And as he met Sam, grew the family, got introduced to the Chabad even further.
Brian had to find his community. It wasn't so set in stone, when I first met him.
Want the best for their kids. They want to instill all these good values into their kids and to have them religious and just good people.
He has this wonderful career now as a wealth planner, and yeah, he just has a beautiful work ethic.
So Brian and Rabbi label two pillars of this young community, pulling together the fun interactive and the Torah learning.
Drawn to Chabad, he loves all the guys there and loves all the people, and I think he just really feels at home there.
The monthly hikes, the mensch club, the young family Shabbat dinners, it's just amazing what they're doing.
Label and Brian's relationship is special, and it's a massive benefit for not only each other, but for the community again.
We're having our mixology and mysticism class. What you see here is one of the stations we put together earlier today. A little bit sweeter, put a little bit more. If you like it less sweet, then extra may help.
Big Yasher Koach to Brian for,
Tom is the candy man.
If I'm ever out of town or something, then Brian always steps in and takes over. And it's not an easy job. Those kids are tough. Jack started going to the Gan that Hanasteri Kananoff runs, and just loved it.
Livy is 7 years old. She just started going to religious day school.
Olivia is my best friend, and she's a really nice Jewish girl, and I love seeing her at shul.
They are so involved and committed, and I'm just very proud of them, and it's an honor for them to be receiving this.
Samantha and Brian, we are so proud of you. You both make us so happy every day.
Incredibly happy for you all. Congratulations. This is well deserved, well earned.
You are essential to this community. Keep up the good work.
So happy for you and so happy to be here to celebrate with you.
We want to wish you all of the simchas,
The nachas,
the Torahs,
the mitzvahs,
and all of the blessings for you and your children.
Amen.
We love you, Chabad of the Kaneo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the recipients of Chabad of the Kineos 2024 Young Leadership Award, Brian and Samantha Molinar. We'd like to ask Rabbi Moshe and Mati Brisky to please join us at the podium for the presentation.
I thought I was ready for this speech, but now, that was so incredibly touching. Thank you so much, Chanasteri, for the most beautiful words and for the most beautiful video that all of you put together for us. That was incredible, and we feel so touched. Thank you. That's not our speech.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to follow up. But really, we want to thank you for this incredible honor.
We feel so blessed and honored to be representing the young Jewish families in this community.
I must admit, though, the last time I spoke was Shavuos in 2022. I'm surprised they asked me back. I thought they might still be recovering from that speech. I guess they figured if I can keep people awake after cheesecake coma, or a cheesecake coma, I might be up for any challenge. On a more serious note, I'm deeply grateful to the Chabad of the Kineho, to rabbis and rebbitzins Brisky and Kahanov, and to this incredible community for recognizing me and my wife with the Young Leadership Award. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the unwavering support of my amazing wife, Samantha, who tolerates me every day. A huge thanks also goes out to my mom, my in-laws, our family, friends, and colleagues, and Norm Pomerantz. None of this would be possible without your support.
And a very special thank you to my parents, Tom and Talia Block. We love you. You both are incredible role models who paved the way for our success as parents and community leaders. Thank you. My dad became observant when I was around 6 years old and ensured that we attended shul every Saturday, despite our protests. My parents instilled Jewish values in us by keeping kosher, observing Shabbat, giving tzedakah, sending us to Jewish day schools, and immersing us in the Jewish community with Chabad. This year, we enrolled our daughter in Lamplighters, a Chabad grade school in Oxnard. Woo! Our son has attended the Gan since he was 2, but our daughter started attending public school. The difference in their morals, values, character development, and material exposure between our kids was stunning. Brian and I had many sleepless nights worrying about Olivia's future, especially given today's world. Pulling her out of public school and sending her to Lamplighters was the best decision we ever made. We saw the positive impact immediately. I would also like to share a brief story. We have good friends who used to live in our community. Brian and I would invite them to Chabad events, and they sometimes attended service with us, or at least let us bring their kids. After moving to Atlanta, they felt something was missing. My friend often called me feeling frustrated that her family's spiritual needs weren't getting met. She admired our family, while not overly observant, felt at home at Chabad. This realization made her enroll her youngest at Chabad, at the Gan at the local Chabad in Atlanta. And she now loves the community. She loves the connections that she's making with other families at Chabad. And I feel like this story perfectly illustrates the influence Brian and I hope to have, showing that Chabad is just such a loving, warm, welcoming place that helps raise incredible kids and fosters a strong Jewish community.
Here's to Chabad.
Here's to Chabad.
So you might be wondering exactly why my wife and I are being honored with this award, with the Young Leadership Award. But instead of focusing on our accomplishments, I really want to take a moment to address the importance of unity and leadership, especially after the tragic events of October 7th. Now more than ever, we need to stand together, be strong, show the world our unity. The Rebbe taught that everyone must be a leader and that gatherings should honor a collective movement toward righteousness. Rabbi Twersky once said, "In times like these, it helps to recall that there have always been times like these. Adversity is an experience, not a final act." He shared a story of a recovering addict who, despite losing everything, remained hopeful because he believed in God's plan. He said, I can't believe God brought me all this way just to walk out on me now. I know He has a plan for me and that one day things will be good. Our people were brutally attacked on October 7th, and it feels like the world is against us. But Hashem did not bring us this far to abandon us. He will help us as He has in the past. The success of our movement depends on our unity. Now more than ever, we must all be leaders. Am Yisrael Chai.
In 2015, Chabad held a memorable gala concert at the Thousand Oaks Civic Arts Auditorium. At that time, I had the honor of presenting the Voice of Courage Award to legendary TV personality and stage performer Tony Orlando. Now, this was taking place shortly after 3 Israeli teenagers had been mercilessly kidnapped and murdered by the Palestinian terrorists. That evening gave our community a chance to show its appreciation to a man who had spoken out to the international press, expressing his support for Israel and his outrage against those who would act with such cruelty and hate. In conjunction with the event, Prime Minister Netanyahu sent Tony a message of greeting and gratitude on behalf of the State of Israel. Having been introduced to Tony by his very good friend, tonight's honoree Lawrence Michelson, Tony and I developed a close relationship of our own. My love and respect for this man runs deep, as does my appreciation for his music, his patriotism to this country, his friendship towards Israel, and his consistently standing up for truth, justice, and human decency. As a soul brother to a world-renowned Jewish philanthropist, Bob Book and Jay Schottenstein, Tony is very active on behalf of Israel's Fallen Hero Fund, which provides financial aid and moral support to families who have lost a loved one in the service to the State of Israel. Though not of the Jewish faith, Tony Orlando knows what a mitzvah is and seizes every opportunity to perform one. So that when Lawrence reached out to him, informing him that he and Debbie would be honored at tonight's gala, and asking if he would come on as an honored guest and share a few songs with us, Tony doesn't hesitate to say yes. We're all familiar with Tony Orlando's signature hit, Tie a Yellow Ribbon. In addition to being one of the catchiest and most heartwarming pop songs of all time, Tie a Yellow Ribbon has come to serve as an anthem of solidarity, a poignant symbol of yearning for those who've been taken captive to be returned home. It was Tony's song that inspired people to display yellow ribbons in solidarity with POWs in Vietnam, the American hostages in Iran, the troops of Desert Storm, and the 3 Israeli boys who were kidnapped in the summer of 2014. Today we see yellow ribbons being displayed all over Israel, around trees and lampposts, on people's windows, on collars and lapels, as a powerful statement that we cannot, have not, and will not forget about those still being held captive in Gaza. When I see those yellow ribbons, I feel a lump in my throat, and I can hear Tony Orlando singing the words, "I'm coming home." So may it be soon, so may it be tonight, may it be now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome an American legend, a dear friend, a special human being, the one and only Tony Orlando.
Thank you, Rabbi. Hello, everybody. Come on, do it with me. Come on. I'm coming home. I've done my time. I've got to know what is and isn't mine. If you receive my letter telling you you weren't born yet, then you'll know just what to do if you still want me. Will you sing it with me? Here we go, to the back row, let's do it. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old tree. It's been 3 long years, do you still want me? And if I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree, I'm gonna stay on the bus, forget about us, put the blame on me if I don't see that yellow ribbon round the old. Come on, you guys, come on, come on. In the name of Israel, together. Bus driver, please look for me. I couldn't bear to see what I might see. You know I'm really still in prison, and my love, she holds the key to that simple yellow ribbon. Come on, everybody, you know this song for me. Come on. I wrote and I told her, I'm giving you the mic. Go for it, you guys. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? And if I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree, I'll stay on the bus, forget about us, put the blame. Look at that dancing over there. If I don't see that yellow ribbon round the old. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. I want to party with you tonight. Come on. Here we go. This is the big part. You ready? Aaron, you ready? Now the whole room is cheering, 'cause they can't believe they see 100 yellow ribbons around all of Israel's trees. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I am coming home. We're gonna tie beautiful ribbons, oh yeah, oh yes, just like that. Keep it together forever. We're gonna tie that yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Give me an oh yeah. Now let me share something with you. There's a young lady sitting in the front row, and she's looking up at me going, what is this song? So I have to share a story with you I just heard on the news, okay? So Justin Timberlake was just arrested for drunk driving. And they asked the cop who arrested him, do you have any idea who you just arrested? That was Justin Timberlake. He said, I wasn't born yet. Can you imagine what they say about Tony Orlando? Lionel Richie told me a story. Lionel Richie is the host and judge on American Idol, right? So there's a 20-year-old kid, and he told me the story last night because I couldn't wait to tell him about the Justin Timberlake thing. And now you'll know why. he has this 20-year-old kid auditioning to be on American Idol. And Katy Perry says to the kid, do you know who this is? And the kid goes, yeah, he's the host of Jeopardy. And last night Lionel said, that's worse than what Justin Timberlake just went through. But I'm honored to be here. I want to thank Rabbi for inviting me tonight during these tough times in the world and in Israel. When I went to Israel, I can't explain why, I felt like I was going home. I've never seen a more beautiful country. I never was more impressed with the people of Israel, the family heart, the love of people, the love of country, the love of God, everything that makes the planet great, not just a country great. And when he invited me to come here for my friend Lawrence Michelson, who I love like a brother, I want to congratulate him tonight for being the honoree this evening. We became friends when I came to do that event for the rabbi, and we have remained so, and he's been a great help and supporter for me and my family. I love his son because he loves the Dodgers. And Lawrence has been a good friend to me. And so to you and your family, Lawrence, again, would you please join me in applauding your honoree tonight one more time? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. You know why I didn't recognize you? Because you're on Ozempic. You look adorable. I mean, what happened to you? How much did you lose? A half a person? You're a wonderful man. You have a wonderful family. You are consistent. You know, the greatest thing about a friend is consistency. You've never changed. You answer the phone, you get on the phone, you've just been a fantastic buddy. And to you and your family, I'm really privileged to know you. And Rabbi, you're something else. You are, I've worked for 9 presidents in this country. I never saw high school. Imagine how great this country is. That I was able to walk on stage in front of 9 presidents, and I've never heard anybody, not one of them, speak like the rabbi is able to speak. And Rabbi, I mean that. If you had a platform that was international and they could see you every day on television, honestly, I really mean this. I'm not just being a compliment for the sake of a compliment. I think you could change the world. I really do, Lawrence. I think this rabbi that stood up here tonight, so gracious to me, talking about me like I'm something. I'm nothing. I'm just a guy that recorded a song. I was the mailman that delivered the letter. But what a letter. He's right. The first time I ever sang Yellow Ribbon was to welcome home our POWs from Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. I got a call from Bob Hope, 1973. 70,000 people were singing that song. 50 plus of our POWs back from Vietnam, their eyes hadn't even adjusted to daylight yet. There they were sitting on the 50-yard line. That record was out a week. And I look out, and they're trying their best to sing Taya Yellow on the 50-yard line. And you know as well as I, they were tortured terribly. And they were trying their best. And I looked over at Bob Hope, and after the show, he walked up to me and said, "Let me tell you something, Tony." Just like the rabbi said, that opening line, "I'm coming home, I've done my time." You're going to be singing this song for the rest of your life. Boy, was he right. When they came home from Iran, the hostages, 444 days, they came home to yellow ribbons. They flew yellow ribbons on the space shuttle. Then the same thing happened when our Desert Storm troops came back. The yellow ribbon was significant. It was part of their flag. And then Afghanistan and Iraq. You go, when I went to perform for the troops, they were on every Jeep, every tank, every soldier had one on his lapel. Put yourself in my shoes. Imagine what you would feel if it were you. And then somebody's held captive, some daughter is being held, some country somewhere. The mother right away has the neighborhood put yellow ribbons up. Put yourself in my shoes. And then you go to the Holy Land. I'll say it again, the Holy Land. And you know, my father's buried in the Star of David Cemetery in Florida. He's the only non-Jew in that cemetery. That's the God's truth. I'm not kidding. And I never called him dad. I never called him father. I always called him Label. Label for Leo. My father's name is Leo. He married a nice Jewish girl from Brooklyn after he divorced my mom. But that second marriage, she became my second mom and best friends with my mom. Only my Greek father could have pulled that off. But put yourself in my shoes. Imagine. You never saw high school. You worked for 8, 9 presidents, all because you were the mailman that delivered the letter of a song called Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree. And then, the Holy Land. And then, you see trees with yellow ribbons on them. And then you get a phone call from a guy named BB. And he gets on the phone and he says, Tony, the whole country, you should be so proud. I couldn't believe this phone call. Tony, I used to watch you, the Tony Orlando and Dawn show, when I went to college in Pennsylvania. Prime Minister, you watched my television show? Yes, I loved it. Even we're all wearing yellow ties. Put yourself in my shoes. And to be offered to come here tonight because of the rabbi, because of you, because of your heart, because of your understanding of what it meant to me, because of your love that you showed to me, because of your great holiness and respect for the Lord and for God and for everybody that is in your congregation. Let me tell you something. You can take all 9 presidents. I have never been as honored as I am right now. Truth. So, how many of you served in in our armed forces here in America? Any veterans here? Anybody? Play a little louder, Aaron. Play a little louder, sweetie. Hey, Aaron, play a little louder. Pick it up. Song written by Neil Diamond. Put your hands together. Come on. Make them red, white, and blue. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, sir. You got it. You got it. Even the rabbi's doing it. Come on. Come on. There you go. Far. We've been traveling far without a home, but not without a star. They put their life on the line for Israel. They put their life on the line for us. America, America, Israel, together forever. America, there's only one, there's only one. Tel Aviv, there's only one. Jerusalem, there's only one. America, there's only one. Together, together, forever. America, sweet America and Israel. God bless our sweet, sweet, sweet America. You ready? Oh, I know the words. Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Venish, Bacha, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Venish, Bacha, Hava, Renenena, Hava, Renenena, Hava, Renenena, Venish, Bacha, Hava, Renenena, Hava, Renenena, Hava, Renenena, Venish, Bacha, Uru, Akim, Uru, Akim, Beresamea, Uru, Akim, Beresamea, Uru, Akim, Beresamea, Uru, Akim, Beresamea, Uru, Akim, Beresamea. Good night, everybody. Rabbi. Thank you for having me. God bless you all. And God bless, continue to God bless the Jewish people, the state of Israel, and this great country we're all blessed to be part of. Good night, everybody.
Enjoy the night. Let's hear it again for Tony Orlando. Thank you so much, Tony, and God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm about to deliver the introduction to tonight's honorees, Lawrence and Deborah Michelson, I know that I can't speak for very long, because if I do, Lawrence will fall asleep. I mean, why would tonight be any different than every Shabbat morning in shul? It's like the man has a Pavlovian response to the sound of my voice. I start talking, he's out like a light. See, look at him here. He's half asleep. Where's his blankie? He needs his blankie. You know, oftentimes when we approach prospective honorees and let them know that we'd like to honor them at our upcoming gala, many tend to resist. They either don't like to be in the spotlight or are not aware of their own appeal and prestige, so it can be a bit of a struggle to convince them that it's an important opportunity in their lives personally and for the community collectively. So when we decided to make our overture to Lawrence for this year's gala, I braced myself for the usual struggle. I cleared my throat and I said, Lawrence, for this year's gala, we were thinking that we would like to, yes, I accept, we'll do it. I didn't have to finish verbalizing the request, let alone present any list of justifications for it. Earliest honoree pitch in 40 years. Look, we all have our weaknesses, but bashfulness or a sense of unworthiness are, thank God, not among Lauren Michelson's challenges in life. So we were delighted as it was that Lawrence will be our honoree tonight. But then as an added bonus, as you heard from Tony, he went on this major diet, totally changing his eating habits, which means that not only will he be all svelte and in tip-top shape, a cross between Scott Baio and Tom Cruise for his big close-up, but the catering costs for tonight's gala would be reduced by some 56%. Okay, this is supposed to be a tribute, not a roast. Anyone who knows Lawrence will tell you that ribbing him is the best and most natural way of honoring him. Because as much as Lawrence loves to laugh, and boy does he have a loud and boisterous one, what he loves even more is making others laugh, especially if he could be the butt of the joke. Warm and friendly with his rib-crushing bear hugs and heart of gold, Lawrence has a unique way of disarming situations and people, putting people at ease with his unpretentious personality and self-deprecating sense of humor. He enjoys and cherishes life to the max and projects that joy and appreciation onto others. And while Debbie may be more reserved than her extroverted husband, she is no less a reliable friend, trusted confidant, and gracious hostess to so many people. Together, Lawrence and Deborah Michelson are generous, charitable, devoted, and caring members of our community who always show up for the cause at hand, giving the full extent of their means and beyond it. But if you really want to see the proudest fruits of the Michelsons' commitment and sacrifice, you need not look any further than their two sons, Jacob and Jordan, whom they have raised along the pathways of Torah and mitzvot. Jacob has become an anchor at Chabad de Caneo's day-to-day operations, handling the logistics of a very active and busy office. Jordan has just completed another year of advanced Talmudic studies and is looking forward to pursuing rabbinical ordination in the years ahead. The nachas Lawrence and Deborah derive from these two boys is beyond gratifying. It is everything to them. In a similar vein, the nachas the rabbis of Chabad derive from the incredible spiritual progress and growth this family has achieved over the past 16 years ranks amongst some of the most inspiring success stories of this organization. On that note, please direct your attention to the video screen for a tribute to Lawrence and Deborah Michelson.
I'm Debbie Michelson, and this is my story. I live here in Agora Hills, and I'm blessed to have my husband, Lawrence, my two boys, Jacob and Jordan.
Without getting too mushy, I'm very lucky to be married to you as well.
12 years ago, there was change in the air and an opportunity to do something fulfilling with our life.
Good evening. My name is Scott, and Lawrence and I have been friends for about 12 or 13 years now, and I consider Lawrence to be one of my closest and dearest friends. I can go to his house, and I know that I can talk to Lawrence about pretty much anything, and he'll listen, and he can talk to me about anything. And I've met Lawrence's wife, Debbie, and their two boys, Jacob and Jordan, and if that expression holds true, that you can tell what kind of people the parents are by their children, it's some fantastic people. Come to learn a lot more about the Jewish faith, and your traditions, and your customs, and I have to tell you that I think you people are crazy. Lawrence and Debbie, congratulations. You know I love you both, and God bless.
My name is Fran, and I am Lawrence's mother. And Lawrence was a very rambunctious child, but everybody knew him, and he knew everybody. He was friendly.
His father, Seymour, was a mensch, and he influenced Lawrence's life significantly.
We were only in New York till age 3 and 8, so we moved to California at that point. So it was an interesting childhood, but he was a good kid all in all, other than being in trouble most of the time.
And if I dressed him and for God forbid it didn't fit, it was like, or it didn't match, okay, Ma, this is not going to work. He was in school, but he wanted to work and make his own way, and he did.
Very nice party. Thank you for having us.
Lawrence is a life of a party as far as bringing laughter to a party. As long as there's food involved, he's in.
I was part of the group, so to speak, that introduced Lawrence and Debbie together. From the beginning, they were a great match. As shocked as I am that Lawrence went the route he did with Chabad, I'm as shocked that Debbie did.
Their relationship was great, but they had no community.
Because Debbie, from when I met her, was less than reformed. To see Debbie's transformation along with Lawrence's is just not only heartwarming, but amazing to me.
And today, the difference when I look at the amount of love and connection that they have.
Go to Shabbat dinners and to meet new people, and she liked the people she was meeting and enjoyed them and decided that this probably after a period of time was going to be her lifestyle. She always has friends. She always has places to go.
Debbie is a kind, humorous soul, always ready to be there for you for anything. She is funny, a cherished friend who leaves a lasting impact on everyone around her.
What you see is what you get. You know, when you see Lawrence, he's happy to see you. It's a smile, it's a hug, it's legit. As far as a friend, you need something, he's there.
He has a way of making people feel good. And that's a wonderful gift. And I think that the fact that Lawrence connected with Chabad, and ultimately Deborah connected to Chabad, it really was the realization of the Chabad mission. Find Jews wherever they may be in life. In this regard, Lawrence and Deborah represent everything that Chabad is trying to achieve.
I'm very similar to him. I'm a Baal Tshuva, and I have a family that, thank God, we're all observant now, and we've all grown together like Lawrence's family has, and I couldn't be prouder of him for it.
And Jordan is in yeshiva in 770, and Jacob is the office manager at the shul of Agoura Hills.
Moving here was actually fun. It was a fun, exciting experience because we went somewhere that was new, and they welcomed us with open arms, and it saved us. It was really amazing.
I am one of those mothers that just walks on air.
Walking these halls and reflecting on all the memories that I've came through here, we now get to call this our home.
I miss you, Lawrence. I miss your smile. I miss your laughter. May this evening bring you much joy and the honor you deserve for being a person of tremendous warmth and generosity, and frankly, the best sport I've ever met. Hoping to see you soon here in the Holy Land.
There's no better couple, no better people, no better person.
You guys are terrific. You have a wonderful family.
In the community, in the shul, that's as well liked and well known as Lawrence and Debbie.
We love you, Mom and Dad, and Mazel Tov.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the honorees of Chabad's Gala 2024, Lawrence and Deborah Michelson, along with their sons, Jacob and Jordan. I'd also like to ask my wife, Mati, to please join us at the podium for the presentation. And I'd like to ask all the rabbis and rebbitzins of Chabad who have played such a major role in the lives of the Michelsons, please join us. Rabbis and Rebbitzins Bistritsky, Brisky, Friedman, Heidingsfeld, Kahanov, Levine, Laber, and Sapachinsky, please come up for a group photo together with the Michelson family.
Hello. That was some video. Wow. Gosh, it's just to see everyone be so nice to me, it's so nice. Good evening. And it's an honor to stand here before you tonight as the honorees of this wonderful gala. This community has been a cornerstone of faith, love, and support for so many, and it is truly humbling to be recognized by such an esteemed organization. I want to congratulate our fellow honorees, Brian and Samantha Molinar. It was a pleasure to share this building with you tonight. I'd like to recognize my mother, my sister, my brother-in-law, my nephew who's watching me on FaceTime, and of course, my nieces and our two blessings, Jacob and Jordan. I want to thank my dear friends, Tony and Scott, for flying in from Branson in Florida. You'll never know how much that means to me, and I love you guys. I want to express my deepest gratitude to all of the spiritual leaders and staff members of Chabad of the Conejo, especially Rabbis and Rebbitzins Brisky, Kahanoff, Levine, and Zappo. Your guidance and compassion have been a beacon of light for all of us, and we are endlessly grateful for all that you do. With that said, you know, it's about time. I've been sitting out there for 15 years. 15 years I'm sitting out there. My 808-year-old mother here, she's barely holding on to see me tonight. Seriously. As Debbie and I reflect on the journey that has brought us here tonight, we are mindful of the community, the value of importance of giving back. Our involvement with Chabad began with a simple desire to contribute to something greater than ourselves. Over the years, we've had the privilege of supporting various charitable initiatives spearheaded by this organization, have enjoyed watching the great things that have been accomplished as a result. One of the greatest joys in our lives has been recognizing the difference that our collective efforts can make, whether it's providing resources for those in need, promoting education, or fostering a sense of belonging. Each contribution, no matter the size, has a ripple effect that touches countless lives. Earlier, the rabbi mentioned our participation in helping Chabad close escrow on the purchase of the land on Canwood and the building campaign now being launched as a result of that acquisition. It brings tears to our eyes to think of what a privilege it is to be a part of something so meaningful and historic. And if God continues to shine his blessings upon us, we look forward to doing more, much more, to help ensure that the building gets built in all of its glory and splendor. We see this as an investment in the future and a testament to the values we hold dear: faith, community, and charity. We dedicate our contributions to our two boys, who have so beautifully integrated the teachings and spirit of Yiddishkeit into the fabric of their lives. I am heartened to know that they will continue in a world where the light of Chabad shines brightly, guiding them with wisdom and sensitivity. I am proud of them, as I hope they're proud of their old man tonight. We salute everyone in this room who derives strength, courage, and inspiration from the work of Chabad, as we urge you to continue supporting this cause in ever-increasing fashion, whether through financial contributions, volunteer efforts, or simply being an active participant in the community. We are aware that the challenges out there are many and the needs are great, but together, as a family united by a common purpose, we can achieve remarkable things. As we look to the future, let us remain excited and motivated by the incredible possibilities that lie ahead. I know I certainly am. We thank you once again for this incredible honor, and may we continue to go from strength to strength, and may our efforts bring a brighter, more compassionate world, and the coming of Mashiach speedily in our days. I thank you.
Mazel tov, Lawrence and Deborah Michelson, and the boys and the family. And now, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because you're about to tear the roof off this place. Get your hands clapping and your feet tapping. Let your soul fly with us to the Holy Land as we enjoy an uplifting Israel Solidarity concert. Please welcome back the Moshav Band.
Thank you.
בכל מקום, כל הזמן, יש לכולנו מגדול ועד קטן, ימים טובים וגם פחות, ביניהם תשובה לכל השאלות. יש אלוקים אחד גדול, בעולם הזה נותן לנו הכל, בין אפלה לקרן אור, את הנתיב אנחנו רק צריכים לבחור, וזה ידוע, החיים הם מתנה, הכל צפוי והרשות נתונה. מי שמאמין לא מפחד, את האמונה לאבד, לנו יש את מלך העולם, והוא שומר אותנו מכולם. מי שמאמין לא מפחד, את האמונה לאבד, לנו יש את מלך העולם, והוא שומר אותנו מכולם.
בקרוב תזרח השמש, נדע ימים יפים אלה, הלב נלחם בדאגות. כולם יחזרו הביתה, נחכה להם למטה, הלוואי נדע בשורות טובות. כי עם הנצח לעולם לא מפחד, אפילו שקשה לראות. כולם ביחד, אף אחד פה לא בודד, שיזרפו המלחמות. עם ישראל חי, אם לא נשכח תמיד להיות מאוחדים. עם ישראל חי, בעליות בירידות, גם בשעות הכי קשות. הקדוש ברוך הוא שומר עלינו, מי יכול עלינו? כי אין לנו עוד מדינה, תעשה שלום בינינו, שמור על ילדינו, כי לא עמדה האמונה. עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. לא תיפול כעת רוחנו מסביב ברזל של חרבות, ויונה תפרוס כנפיים, התקווה בת שנות 2000, עוד נצא לשיר ברחובות. כי עם הנצח לעולם לא מפחד, אפילו שקשה לראות. כולם ביחד, אף אחד פה לא בודד, נצא לשיר ברחובות. עם ישראל חי, מאוחדים. עם ישראל חי, בעליות בירידות, גם בשעות הכי קשות. הקדוש ברוך הוא שומר עלינו, מי יכול עלינו? כי אין לנו עוד מדינה, יעשה שלום בינינו, שמור על ילדינו, עוד לא עמדה התקווה. עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. Thank you. So next song is really a prayer. Everybody knows this song. We want you to sing it with us. Acheinu kol Beit Yisrael, our brothers and sisters, hanetunim batzara u'bashivya, who are sitting captive. We pray together that we should hear only good news of them being rescued and coming home safely to their families, with all the holy soldiers that are fighting for our holy land of Israel. Please join us if you can sing with us. It'll make it more powerful. Acheinu kol Beit Yisrael, Acheinu kol Beit Yisrael, הנתונים בצרה ובשביה, העומדים בין בים ובין ביבשה. אחינו כל בית ישראל, אחינו כל בית ישראל, הנתונים בצרה ובשביה, העומדים בין בים ובין ביבשה. יושב לא ישן במרומים, הוא הרופא כל חולים, הוא הנותן רוב שמחה לילדים, הוא העושה משפטים, הוא בשמיים והוא היחיד, הוא הגדול הנורא, הוא השומר עלינו מצרה. אלוקה שמור עלינו כמו ילדים, שמור עלינו תעצור, תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים, תן לנו כוח עוד ועוד, שמור עלינו כמו ילדים, שמור עלינו תעצור, תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים, תן לנו גם נאור. מה כבר נותר לנו עוד בימים? מה כבר נותר כל היום? שמש תקווה בהמון מבטים, לילה ביום של חלום, הוא בשמיים והוא היחיד, הוא הגדול הנורא, הוא השומר עלינו מצרה. אלוקה שמור עלינו כמו ילדים, שמור ואל תעזור, תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים, תן לנו כוח עוד ועוד, שמור עלינו כמו ילדים, שמור ואל תעזור, תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים, תן לנו גם לאור. שמור עלינו כמו ילדים, שמור ואל תעזור, תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים, תן לנו כוח עוד ועוד, שמור עלינו כמו ילדים, שמור ואל תעזור, תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים, תן לנו כוח לאור, כוח לאור. תודה רבה. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם, שלום, שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם, שלום, שלום. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כל, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כל, שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם, שלום, שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם, שלום, שלום. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם, שלום,
I feel the wind blowing in from the east, and I can hear my homeland calling me. Come back to me now. I can hear my homeland calling me, hear my homeland calling. There's a fire burning in my belly, and I can hear my mother calling me. Come back to me now. I can hear my mother calling me, hear my mother calling me. Hey! Way down the road that never ends, I can hear my father calling me. Come back to me now. I can hear my father calling me, hear my father calling. Come back to me now. Come back to me now. Come back to me now. Let the wind take you. Let it take you back. Let it take you home. Let it take you back. Let it take you home. Hey.
We want to dedicate this to our families back in Israel. We want to dedicate it to all the families of Israel and pray together that all the families that have been separated by this horrible last few months will come together. Hopefully we'll wake up tomorrow morning, or even better than tomorrow morning, we'll get into our cars on the way home and we'll hear that they have all been returned.
Amen.
Please God. Sing with us.
I feel the wind blowing in. Can you hear me calling out? Come back to me now. I can hear my homeland calling me, hear my homeland calling. Come back to me now. I can hear my mother calling me, hear my mother calling. Come back to me now. I can hear my father, hear my father calling me back, calling me back, hey, calling me back, calling me back. Thank you. Yeah, we got some energy over here. Thank you for dancing and singing with us. הלב שלי נקרא לשניים, מה שלא ראתה שפחה למים, כמו סופה מן הים עולם, כמו תופה של מרים פורם, תרופה בעולם ללב. הלב שלי מרים ידיים, כבר מועד לא עומד על הרגליים,
שבר כלי שאין בו כבר מה, והשמיים הם לי חומה, חלו בתוך הים ביבשה. Sing with us. ורק אתה יכול להפוך מספדי למחור, לזכך את החור, לרכך ביעקב. ורק אתה מבין איך לגשת ללב שלי, משכך כל כאב שבי, מרפא את הלב. הלב שלי נקרא לשניים, חציו השם וחציו לשם שמיים, שבר כלי שאין בו כבר מה, והשמיים הם לי חומה, חבור בתוך הים ביבשה. תשירו איתנו. ורק אתה יכול להפוך מספדי למחור, לזכך את החור, לקדש ביעקב. אתה מבין איך לגשת ללב שלי, משכך כל כאב שבי, מרפא את הלב. אוי 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 אוי. ויש אוצר שמציק לצאן, ואין ציר שיצעק לצור, רק אני מול ים שלם של חיילים קדושים. עם ישראל חי, ורק אתה יכול להפוך מספדי למחור, לזכך את החור, לרכך ביעקב. אתה מבין איך לגשת ללב שלי, משכך כל כאב שבי, מרפא את הלב. ורק אתה יכול להפוך מספדי למחור, לשכך את החור, לקדש ביעקב. ללב שלי, משכך כל כאב שלי, מרפא את הלב. Let's hear you guys. ורק אתה את החור, לרכך ביעקב. ורק איך לגשת ללב שלי, משכך כל כאב שבי, מרפא את הלב. Beautiful singing. Thank you. What's that? Chicka-boom? We didn't really get to write the set list. Yeah, maybe after we get through the set list we could do that. living in a time where the whole world seems like it's on fire. Everyone's looking, the whole world's looking at, it seems like they're looking at everything backwards. And but the Jewish people, we come together, we use this craziness, this fire that's happening in the world to come together and hold each other up and start all over, constantly starting all over. We use that fire to make each other feel warm. We feel that fire to connect with each other. I bless us that we should never let go of that fire. And we should always believe that we can turn it around and start all over at any moment. And we should only see good days and only hear good news. Amen. La 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 la. Everybody got their heads in the clouds, heart beating like a train on the ground, high speed on the clock ticking down. Turn it around, start over. Epidemic of the world is fear. Try running, but we're all still here. You can't grow nothing when you water with tears. Turn it around, start over.
Can't win, can't lose, I need you. Can't breathe, can't move, can't live without you.
The whole world's on fire, flames are getting higher. We'll carry each other, turn around and start all over. I can feel the danger when everyone's a stranger. We'll carry each other, light a flame and start all over. Everybody got their hands in their pockets, plugged in, tied down to the socket. 3, 2, 1, blast off like a rocket. Turn it around, start over. The sickness in your heart is real. You know it takes some time to heal. Broken dream and spinning the wheel. Turn it around, start over.
Can't win, can't lose, I need you. Can't breathe, can't move, can't live without you.
The whole world's on fire, flames are getting higher. We'll carry each other, turn around and start all over. I can feel the danger when everyone's a stranger. We'll carry each other, light a flame and start all over. Maybe we don't have to run for cover. I believe that we will find each other. It's a miracle that we keep shining. Light the way, light the way.
Can't win, can't lose, I need you. Can't breathe, can't move, can't live without you. Can't breathe, can't move, can't live without you. Can't breathe, can't move, can't live without the whole world's on fire.
Flames are getting higher. We'll carry each other, turn around and start all over. I can feel the danger, everyone's a stranger. We'll carry each other, turn around and start all over. The whole world's on fire, flames are getting higher. We'll carry each other, turn around and start all over. Thank you. What are they saying? This is a song that we sing at our happiest times, and it's about remembering Yerushalayim. And we never forget Yerushalayim. Even when we're at our happiest time, we always remember the destruction, and we remember that it will soon be rebuilt. May it be in our days, may it be tomorrow, may it be tonight. We should experience the most incredible miracles and redemption. אם אשכחך ירושלים, תשכח, תשכח, תשכח ימיני. 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 אם לא יעלה ירושלים על ראש שמחה זה, אם לא יעלה ירושלים על ראש שמחה זה. אם לא יעלה ירושלים על ראש שמחה זה, אם לא יעלה ירושלים על ראש שמחה זה. Thank Chabad of Kaneo for putting this amazing evening solidarity for Israel. Such an honor to be a part of this amazing dinner. Thanks everyone who worked so hard to put this together. So grateful to be here. Grateful to be playing with amazing musicians. Stovit Swirsky on guitar and vocals. Kyle Farah on drums. Eitan Phillips on bass guitar. Yours, Aaron Niasov. My name is Yehuda Solomon. We're Moshav. I'm flying back to Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh tomorrow morning. And we have you in our hearts in Israel. And we're waiting for you to come home. Let's sing it one more time together. Im lo Thank you so much. תודה רבה. עם ישראל חי. והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד כלל. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. Chai. Thank you.
תודה רבה.
תודה רבה.
Thank you. Thank you so much to the Moshav Band. We've been doing banquets now for about 40 years. We've never had a concert like this at our banquets. Once again, the Moshav Band, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming. Drive home safely. And remember to visit our website, windowstothefuture.org. A good night, everyone.